Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Doug's Outdoors Adventures. Today we're doing a hike here at Red Rock, a trail called the SMYC trail. And I'll tell you, the park is pretty darn busy. It took me forever to find a place to park, but I parked over at Icebox Canyon, and you go down that trail quarter mile, and that's where the trailhead for this trail picks up. But this is a new one I never done. It's a moderate one, a 2 to 3 mile out and back. So another thing too, I had to wait for the rain to stop, and it looks nice now. A little chilly, but let's get going on this bad boy, and I'll show you what it's like. So yeah, as I was saying, this is the SMYC trail, and it goes around the base of Bridge Mountain, which that's a portion of the foothills of Bridge Mountain, I guess you'd call it. And we're on the north end of the park. I was gonna park at Willow Springs, which is back there, White Rock Mountain being to your right, but instead I end up parking at Icebox Canyon. I don't know if you could see the glare from the cars parked there, but and of course there's Turtle Head Peak, which is always a great reference. La Madre Mountains. But this right along the side of the Rainbow Mountains, which include this Bridge Mountain right here. I believe that's Juniper Peak. The other side of that mountain is Rainbow Mountain and Mount Wilson. But this is a mile out and mile back, and so it starts at Icebox Canyon, goes to Willow Springs, and or you could start at Willow Springs and go to Icebox Canyon. And once I get to Willow Springs area, I'm going to tee off another trail and check out Lost Creek Canyon. There's supposed to be a waterfall down there, but this is a moderate trail. It's kind of nice. I don't know if I'll really run into anybody on this one. This isn't like a common one, but the park's rather crowded today. But I'll let you know as time goes on how it is, and show you along the way. Now here's one thing worth saying. To get to the peak of these mountains here, Bridge Mountain, Juniper Peak, and so you can't see Rainbow or Mount Wilson, but it'd be darn near impossible unless you're an expert rock climber to go up the face of these, like especially that. But if you take that Rocky Gap Road around the back side of these, you probably got like a 5 mile hike just on that 4x4 road, and you can approach the peak of these much easier. Still considered hard hikes, but just thought I'd throw that out at you. Not doing that today or tomorrow or anything, but that could possibly be a soon, around the corner type deal. This is nice out here. It's just the red rock, the red sand rather. You don't see anybody. It's good solitude. It looks like the trail's fairly easy to find. Looks like this was a wash kind of at one time, or it looks like it's was a little muddy not too long ago. But yeah, just a nice area of the park that never really got to see before. But now here, which way do we go? I think we just got to get up. There's real no easily defined trail. I think we're going to stick to the right. Yeah, I guess any way you could have went. I see a trail marker sign. But yeah, just as soon as I got to the park, it started raining. And the sign said that Red Rock is full. But good thing we have to make reservations. So I made reservations this morning for noon, and for some reason today's a popular day. But just like sometimes people driving through here 10 miles an hour looking at all the sights, kind of drives you nuts a little bit. But yeah, this nice up here. And then again, Turtle Peak, White Rock Mountain. That parking lot just below White Rock Mountain was where I was going to park. And down that Willow Springs area is like completely full. And luckily to find one at Icebox Canyon, or else I would have had to change my plans and do a different hike. But this is the one I aim to set out to do, so we'll keep going and I'll show you along the way. Look, some baby beaver tails. And some pink beaver tail. But yeah, just we got this up and down. We got to go back hillside on the left, and then I believe there's a canyon in there, Lost Creek Canyon, which hopefully we see a waterfall. And then we'll have to turn around and come back the same route. So I'll see you in a few. Yeah, just some more beautiful scenery I wanted to show you. And the sun's coming out nice. Good shade spots on this trail. And yeah, this is like almost one of my, turning into one of my favorites. I wish it was a loop though. I like those better, but this out and back just means I get to see it again. So just wanted to show you this nice area overlooking Bridge Mountain. and the rest of Red Rock Park. Well, I got a little bit lost, and I don't know, trying to find the path. I come across a little wash right here, but for some reason I think I gotta keep going up this way. Because if I keep following that little wash, I probably won't be able to get up to the... I'll probably be too low and have to climb a cliff. But getting lost sometimes is a little on the fun side. But see, I think I got to get up that thing, that cliff right there. And it looks like this is a trail. So, all right, looks like I'm back on track. But I don't know, I was getting too into the more woodsy area, which I like that. I like it when it's thick in there, but sometimes, like I say, these trails are hard to find. You just got to look at a landmark up ahead and kind of keep aiming for that. But here's a interesting rock formation. You dodge these cactuses. But I'll have to get back on the trail again after this, but but this rock formation right here has like a hole in it. See up there? Wonder, something's got to live in there. Hopefully not a mountain lion. I don't want to get too darn close, just in case. Yeah, no, it looks like it's vacant. Kind of a cool little hole, but I'm gonna get back on the trail. I still could see it. Yeah, it's it down there, but kind of cool if something was in there. But, all right, moving on. All right, back on the trail again. And I don't know, I heard there was a couple hard parts on this trail, and I believe we just been through them all. But I'm ready for another hard part too if we stumble across one. But yeah, still nice and scenic, nice and private. The base of Bridge Mountain still. And a nice, easy to find trail. Here's a little hard part again. we just got to climb up all this, looks kind of loose rock, so I'm just gonna have to use both hands here just in case. So I'll be back. Now, hey, that little bit of water I found earlier, I see more of it down there, and it's got to be coming down. I don't know if you could see water on the rocks like straight ahead, but to me it looks to me like it's coming off of Bridge Mountain and a little runoff there, unless that's Lost Creek. There's one thing that boggles my mind. They say this is the north end of the park, or they say I should be heading north, but I guess, like, see, north is really that way. So I'm actually going like northwest, but yeah, something didn't seem right. But so always keep the compass on hand. All right, as we're almost at the end of SMYC trail, I just thought I'd show you again. We have White Rock Mountain, which we traveled around that a couple weeks ago when there was snow. That's the La Madre Mountains beyond White Rock Mountain. We came back around this side where we seen that water, and then you got Turtle Head Peak in the center, and the rest of the park. That kind of hill you see, or mountain, whatever, is Blue Diamond Hill. That's right by where that horseback riding place is. There's supposedly some good trails up there, and which that's on the other side of 159 across from Red Rock Conservation Area. One day we'll try there. There's some caves, I guess, and canyons in there worth scoping out. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a view from where I'm at before I get to the end. And again, Bridge Mountain, and nice looking rocks, and hoping to see some wildlife though. Haven't even seen a lizard yet, but might be a little cool for them. All right, moving on. Well, we made it to Lost Creek Canyon, and there's a waterfall. Mighty fine one at that. I'll tell you, it's just about a half mile in from the end of the SMYC. But I'll tell you what, the trail was since this is a rather short hike, and it's right by the parking lot, going down this trail reminded me like a line for Disneyland or something. So I just took a break here, kind of let it unwind, and we're going to be heading back here pretty quick. Oh yeah, this is Lost Creek Canyon. This is Lost Creek Canyon. I made it to the end. There's a waterfall. It actually feels pretty cool and refreshing here. But man, it was crowded getting to here. Like, just people lined up like a herd of cattle. But we're gonna head back, and I'll show you a little bit of it because it's pretty scenic. But I'll see you in a few. Pretty cool here part. The rocks are slippery though. A lot of people, but it's hard getting around. It's I think older people would find it a little difficult, like as you see up ahead. But maybe they'll let me pass. Okay, heading back to the SMYC. But some natural stairs here. I gotta help these people out a second. Hey, I think, hey, if you go the other way, it's easier. If you go the way I went, yeah, and it comes right here. It's way easy. Sorry about that. Always gotta be a good Samaritan. But them old people, I've seen them trying to go down a little ravine, and a young kid with his grandparents, I think. Here, this is coming off that waterfall. Feet are a little wet, so the rocks are a little slick right now. But yeah, more people kind of lost. They get these forks in the trail, and man, it's just beautiful. That's White Rock Mountain. This arrow to our right is taking us to that parking area where I was first going to park. But before we get to it, I'm going to shoot back down the SMYC, and then I'll be on the final mile home stretch. But yeah, it's all easy to this point, going to the falls. But then wherever you turn, you want to make sure you remember it on your way back. A nice little boardwalk here. And like I say, this is just like 0.6 mile from the parking lot. You could always sit down and take a break and listen to the water. But that's not what we're doing. We're continuing on. I took a good break, let the crowd clear back at the waterfall. And you have some interpretive signage if you want to pause the video and read the sign. And I'm heading on. I'll tell you what, when I get to the beginning of the SMYC trail up ahead here, you'll see how different it is from the trail that we were when we came up it from the other side. From kind of like a foresty area and a lot of greenery to like dry desert, so like different climates and all that. But hopefully I don't get lost on the way back. But the thing is, you never truly get lost. You just lose the trail for a second. And as you can see, that's the parking lot we were going to park at. And that's where everyone's coming to this tier thing. Because I didn't see anyone on the SMYC. But see you in a few. Alright. Back on the SMYC trail. And as you see, it's more deserty kind of like we're used to out here in the desert. But I think all these washes and with the rain and these lost creeks and all that kind of thing, that's why it's so green at the base of these mountains. Then again, okay, there's Bridge Mountain. I don't know if you could see glare and shine on there. I don't know how well, but that's water coming down, and it comes down through the cracks, hits a wash, and like we seen on the way here. But probably from that waterfall even too that came down. That was back there. And but yes, this is Bridge Mountain at Juniper Peak, and Rainbow Mountains on the other side of that, and Mount Wilson. Looking this way, you have White Rock Mountain. You just see the Turtlehead Peak peeking through. And yeah, beautiful day. And seen the waterfalls. It was nice and cool down there. Just, man, a ton of people. But it's those kind of things that bring people out here. But you're not going to really see too many people on this. Well, I haven't anyway. But just hope we don't lose a trail again, like we did on the way here. I was through some thick stuff and broke a branch. Sharp part flew up, caught me in the face. No fun. But that's all part of it. Turtlehead Peak in the distance. Bada boom, bada bing. All right. Back to the kind of reddish sand and green, lush green vegetation. Heck, even these beaver tails look the shade of green they are, like a fresh spring growth. That's probably that wash we were in earlier where we were walking, where I said it's kind of really dry there. But again, Turtlehead Peak. And yeah, God, I love this one. Like I said, I just wish it was a loop, but no big thing. Okay, there's that rock formation we saw earlier with that hole in it, like little cave or whatever. Right up in there. We got to dodge all these cactuses and that hole up there. See? But I'll get back to the trail. And I think just prior to this, when I was on my way here, is where I got lost. So maybe I'll be able to show you where it was. But that was like down in remember we seen water and I thought we had to go up. Because we were on those cliffs and then we came down because I knew I couldn't go that way, but I didn't come high enough up to where we are now. But It's hard to tell where I picked up this trail. I probably see when I kind of lose the visibility of it all. I think we came down those makeshift stairs, nature's stairway. And I may have went that way. And then that further on down there is where I seen that little bit of water. And I don't know. I would have thought I would have seen this, but yeah, who knows? I have to try it again and see if I get lost again. But not today, because I don't want that rain to catch us. All right. As we wind around, there's that rock formation with that hole in it again. White Rock Mountain in the background. But moving on. Well, we're on the final stretch. And probably another quarter mile, maybe. Well, probably a half mile to get to the car. But up ahead I see a white sign, and I want to say that's the trailhead to this trail. Over there is the parking lot. So we beat the rain, and it's starting, the sun's going behind the clouds. It's getting more cloudy, so I hope it's not, I hope the lighting isn't affected on this, but it's 10 after 3. We started at noon, so 3 miles an hour, a mile an hour, maybe a little less, because I sat for a good 20 minutes at that waterfall just waiting for the crowd to thin out. But yeah, it's coming to today's hike is coming to a close. And it was a rather good one. This is a little different area. When we started in that wash way back in the beginning, it was like real dry desert. Then it was real lush and green. This is kind of a cross between lush and green and desert. But there's so many different areas, all within a mile stretch. But really, that 3 miles was good. I'm not too tired. It was good. Burned a few calories. But tomorrow we'll probably be doing that Dale's Trail. Probably like 4 to 5. And who knows, maybe by next week do that Grand Circle loop. There's so many good ones I want to do. Going up the backside of these mountains here and getting to the top, and Also, that few videos ago last year, that miner's cabin, now I know how to get there. I'm gonna go there and probably get there in an hour and a half, and then give me some time to hunt for this mine. There's got to be a mine out there, and if it's caved in, maybe there's remnants of it being caved in, but that's kind of another one I want to do. And maybe this Grand Circle loop before it gets too darn hot, since that one is no shade. But that's that white sign up there. That's the trailhead to this trail. Then we got about, like I say, a quarter mile down to get to the parking lot. So here's the trail junction. This is where we turned off. SMYC, tomorrow Dale's Trail, and right now heading back to the car. Right down there, I could still see it, but we'll see you back tomorrow. 4 or 5 mile hike on Dale's Trail, going along that mountain, and Juniper Peak and Rainbow Mountain. And until next time, we'll catch you later. Hey, let me remind you one thing. Hey, if you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment if there's any hikes you'd like to see. And hitting the like button would get through YouTube to share this content with more hikers, and it'd help the channel quite a bit. So a big thanks to that, and we'll see you next time. Bye.